Kia ora guys, welcome to another Flip video session. Today we are learning all about clauses. Let's get into it. What are clauses? A clause is a group of words which form all or part of a sentence. A clause has a subject and a verb. For example, a bird flew into a library. That is a clause. It's also a simple sentence. It has a subject and a verb. The subject is the bird. The verb is that it flew. Okay, a sentence can have more than one clause. Libraries are rarely burgled as thieves are afraid of a long jail sentence. We sometimes have a main clause and a subordinate clause. A main clause is also called an independent clause, that it makes sense all by itself, and a subordinate clause is sometimes called a dependent clause. That means it needs to have a main clause with it for it to make sense. So again, a clause is a group of words which form all or part of a sentence. A clause has a subject and verb. Some clauses are more important than others. A main clause is a complete idea that makes sense by itself. A subordinate clause doesn't make complete sense on its own. It is dependent. In other words, it needs to have a main clause to make sense. For example, a bird flew into a library. That's the main clause. It makes sense by itself. A bird flew into a library because he was looking for bookworms. Because he was looking for bookworms is the subordinate clause. That part of the sentence does not make sense without the main clause. Altogether, a bird flew into a library because he was looking for bookworms. So, the main clause is the most important bit. A main clause also makes sense by itself. Subordinate clause is less important. A subordinate clause also needs the main clause for it to make sense.